Hey guys, it's Rebecca. Today I'm gonna bring to you guys a book haul, which is a massive book haul which consists of more than 30 plus books. So these are the books which I got during the months of November and December, as November was my birthday month. So I got most of the books as my birthday gift from my family, relatives, and friends. And one or two books I got in the month of December as my Christmas gift. And some of these books are second-hand books which I bought from Blossoms. And there are few books which I gifted it to myself. So let's begin with the book haul. The first book that I'm gonna show you guys is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. So this is a psychological thriller. I've heard a lot about this book, so I wanted to give it a try. And this is a second-hand book. The next book is a classic, that is To Kill a Mockingbird. When I saw this book cover in Blossoms, I was like, yeah, I need to buy this. I have read this book and I really wanted a hard copy of it because I really loved it. So this book follows a girl who's 9 years old named Scout, whose father Atticus is a lawyer and decides to fight for a black man named Tom Robinson, who's falsely accused of raping a white woman. This book mainly kind of revolves around the story, how their life changed uh, her father decided after her father decided to fight for this black. I really loved this book and I highly recommend this to everyone. The next book is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. So this book is about a circus that takes place during the night, and I was really intrigued by this concept. The next book is 1984 by George Orwell. So I have heard a lot about this author. So I decided to pick this book up. I have not read The Animal Farm yet, but I'm really looking forward to read that one as well. So I'll just read the book description from behind the book, which says Winston Smith works for the Ministry of Truth in London, chief city of Airstrip 1. Big Brother stares out from every poster. The thought police uncover every act of betrayal. When Winston finds love with Julia, he discovers that life does not have to be dull and deadening and awakens to new possibilities. Despite the police helicopters that hover and circle overhead, Winston and Julia begin to question the party. They are drawn towards conspiracy, yet Big Brothers will not tolerate dissent, even in the mind. For those with original thoughts, they invented Room 101. So I plan to read this. So I bought. The next book is a series, and I'm too late to the series. I know it, but still late than never. So I bought this one. I have read the first book in this series, really loved it, and now I want to finish this series as soon as possible. So I'll show you guys which is the series I'm going to talk to you guys about. All these series have different covers. They are not from the same edition because all of them are second hand. So this is the series I was talking about, Harry Potter series. So I'll show you the books one by one before it falls. So the first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, I read it. See, I annotated the book, and soon a review is gonna be up on this book. The second book, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. So this is the hardcover. It's same behind the dust jacket as well. So yeah, I don't think I have to give an intro to this series because most of you know about it. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, the final book, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, all by J.K. Rowling. The next is also a series, to be precise, a duology, which is the Six of Crows duology. So the first one is Six of Crows and the second one is Crooked Kingdom, both by Leigh Bardugo. So this book follows a group of six members who have to go on a heist. So I've heard a lot about these books, so I decided to pick them up. The next book that I'm going to talk to you guys about is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. So this book was gifted to me by my cousin sister Hannah. I really like this cover and I've read this book and I really loved it. So this book follows a girl named Liesl Mamenga, and it's about her life during the World War time. I really loved this book and I wanted a copy of it and she gifted it to me. The next book I'm going to talk to you guys about is Virals by Kathy Reaches. So this book, in fact, this is a series of 5 books, and I read all 5 of them. And this book series was recommended to me by Hannah itself. I had not heard about this book series anywhere on BookTube, so I was really skeptical before taking this book up, but then it didn't disappoint me. I really loved it, and after that, I decided I needed a hard copy of it. And my sister Rachel, she gifted it to me on my birthday, and I really liked it. This follows a girl named Tori who recently moves with her father as her mother dies in a car accident. There she finds and makes a few friends, and they go through some adventures. And that's not just about this book is not just about it. I think you should go read this, and I think you cannot stop until you finish this series. I really loved. The next book is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. So I've heard many things about this book, so I wanted to give this one a try. So I bought it. So I'm gonna read the description from behind. Kat and Ren are identical twins, and until recently, they did absolutely everything together. Now they're off to university, and Ren decided she doesn't want to be one half of a pair anymore. She wants to dance, meet boys, go to parties, and let loose. It's not so easy for Kat. She would rather bury herself in the fan fiction she writes, where there's romance for more intense than anything she has experienced in real life. Now, Kat has to decide whether she's ready to open her heart to new people and new experiences, and she's realizing that there's more to learn about love that she ever thought possible. The next book I'm gonna talk to you guys about is a really hype book, and I had said that I needed to read this, but the last year, but then I didn't end up reading. So that's Legend Born by Tracy Dion. After her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Brie Matthews wants to escape. A residential program for bright high schoolers seems like the perfect opportunity until she witnesses a magic attack her very first night on campus. So this book was really hyped last year, and many people love this book. I have just heard positive reviews on it, no negative reviews. So I wanted to give this one a try. So I bought. The next book is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. So this is also a book which I've heard a lot about, and many people talked about it very much. Like, it was really a favorite of those people. Star lives in two worlds: the poor neighborhood where she was born and raised, and her posh high school in the suburbs. The uneasy balance between them is shattered when Star is the only witness to the fatal shooting of her unarmed best friend Khalil by a police officer. Now, what Star says could destroy her community. It could also get her killed. I'm really intrigued for this book. It's kind of relatable to recent happenings, so I want to give it a try. The next book is a book that was given to me as a Christmas gift by my cousin brother Joshua. This is the first book in the Mistborn series, the first book in the Mistborn trilogy, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. It's a tale of a subjugated people known as the Scar and the fight for freedom against a seemingly invincible god known as the Lord Ruler. The Lord Ruler has ruled this world for 1,000 years through his inquisitors and obligators. I've heard a lot about this book from my favorite booktuber named Murphy, so I wanted to give it a try. The next book I'm going to talk to you guys about is Maybe the Autobiography. So this book, I read it, I loved it. I don't know what to talk about this book. This book is just phenomenal. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a really big fan of cricket, and I just really love this man, AP de Villiers. He's my favorite. He's my most favorite cricket player ever. He's such a down to earth person. He's such a good man. So when I came to know that he has written an autobiography, I really wanted to read it. I read it. I really loved it. So this is his autobiography, and soon a book review is gonna come on this as well. So this book was gifted to me by my brother Isaac on my birthday. The next book is from a same author which I mentioned before. So this book is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. So this is a hardcover, like, it's black underneath the dust jacket. Yeah, and the end pages are really cool. Like, this is really beautiful. When Zachary Rollins stumbles across a strange book hidden in his university library, it leads him on a quest unlike any other. Its pages entrance him with their tales of lone prisoners, lost cities, and nameless acolytes. But they also contain something impossible, a recollection from his own childhood. Determined to solve the puzzle of the book, Zachary follows the clues he finds on the cover: a bee, a key, and a sword. They guide him to a masquerade ball, to a dangerous secret club, and finally through a magical doorway created by the fierce and mysterious Mirabelle. This lore This door leads to a subterranean labyrinth filled with stories hidden far beneath the surface of the earth. When the labyrinth is threatened, Zachary must race with Mirabel and Dorian, a handsome barefoot man with shifting alliances, through its twisting tunnels and crowded ballrooms, searching for the end of his story. I have heard a lot about this book as well, so I wanted to read it. So here it is. The next book again is a classic, which I've already read. That is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. So, did I say anything about this? I think most of you guys know what this book is about. This book belongs to the romance genre, and this follows the relationship between Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet. I really like this deluxe bond edition of Pride and Prejudice, and I wanted a hardcover as well, so I bought it. This has like the golden sprayed edges, so I really liked it. So yeah. And the next book is again a book which I read, which is The Silent Patient. I read it, and a review is also going to come up on this book. So, this book follows a woman named Alicia, who shoots her beloved husband 6 times, and then she never speaks. And then there's a psychotherapist named Theo Faber who's determined to make her talk. So this follows their journey. I was really interested to read about, and you can know my views on this either from my blog or my upcoming review. The next book I'm going to talk to you guys about is House of Salt and Sorrows by Aaron A. Craig. So I'm currently reading this book. I'm 123 pages in, like this much, and I'm loving it a lot. So this is a dark retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses, and it's also hardcover, and it has a black hardback under the dust jacket, and the end pages of this book is really cool. Like, can you see it? It's just so amazing. I just love it. So yeah, so far I'm liking this book. I hope I end up loving this book. The next book is another book which I have read. It is The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. So this is a retelling of Mahabharata, and I really love retellings, so I loved this as well. This book is from the point of view of Draupadi, so I really love it. The next book is a graphic novel which is Persepolis, and I wanted to give a graphic novel a try, so this is my first graphic novel, and I'll just read the description from behind. The intelligent and outspoken child of radical Marxist and the great granddaughter of Iran's last emperor, Satrapi, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, bears witness to a childhood uniquely entwined with the history of her country. Persepolis paints an unforgettable portrait of daily life in Iran and of the bewildering contradictions between home life and public life. This is a beautiful and intimate story full of tragedy and humor, raw, honest, and incredibly illuminating. Let's see whether I'll like whether this will be a stepping stone to the graphic novel world. The next book is this is a book which is a prequel to my one of my all-time favorite series, which is The Hunger Games. You would have guessed it by now. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. So I read The Hunger Games like 2 years ago, and I really loved it. So that, and this is a prequel to it, which follows President Snow as the mentor. So this is also a hardcover. The hardback under the dust jacket is really gorgeous. So it's green in color, and it's really awesome. And this design, the golden engravings, is really beautiful. Looking forward to read this book. I hope this doesn't disappoint me and meets up the expectations. The next two books I'm going to talk to you guys about are the books which was gifted to me by my aunt on my birthday. So the first book is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X. Pan. This is also in hardcover, and it is reddish color. I think that in the video it doesn't show red, but then it's a red. No. Yeah, a red color underneath the dust jacket. Yeah. Lee Shen Sanders is absolutely certain about one thing. When her mother died by suicide, she turned into a bird. Lee, who's half Asian and half white, travels to Taiwan to meet her maternal grandparents for the first time. There, she is determined to find her mother, the bird. In her search, she winds up chasing after ghosts, uncovering family secrets, and forging a new relationship with her grandparents. And as she grieves, she must try to reconcile the fact that on the same day she killed her best friend and longtime secret crush, Axel. Her mother was taking her own life. I heard about good things about this book from my favorite booktubers. The next book is the first book to a trilogy, which is Tied by Neil Shusterman. This is also a hardcover. It's hardback without the dust jacket. Looks like this, and humanity has conquered all those things and has even conquered death. Now, Scythes are the only ones who can end life, and they are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. Citra and Rowan are chosen to apprentice to a Scythe, a role that neither wants. These teens must master the art of taking life, knowing that the consequence of failure could mean losing their own. This also is a book that was inspired from BookTube again. The next book is a huge book. It's Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. Yes. So this book was gifted to me by my cousin sister, and I really don't know what this book is about. I think this is a classic, so I'm going to run behind. Scarlett, the vivacious, narcissistic, and pampered daughter of a plantation owner in Atlanta, in a fit of choleric contempt over rejection by her desired man, Ashley Wilkes, snap. Scarlett for Vengeance accepts the marriage proposal from Charles Hamilton, Ashley Wilkes' brand new brother in law. But at the outbreak of the American Civil War, he joins the army and dies of pneumonia, followed by measles, a not so gallantry death. Though wilds and widows, Scarlett manages to keep her independence and becomes an astute businesswoman. Looking forward to read this one as well. The next book is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. So, this book is a book that I have read, and this is a thriller. Rachel catches the same commuter train every morning. She knows it will wait at the same signal each time, overlooking a row of back gardens. She's even started to feel like she knows the people who lives in one of the houses. Their life, as she sees it, is perfect. If only Rachel could be that happy. And then she sees something shocking, and in one moment, everything changes. Now Rachel has a chance to become a part of the lives she's only watched from afar. Now they will see she's much more than just the girl on the train. This book I read and I liked it. I didn't really like it. I liked it. And but then I wanted to just reread it and give it a try. So I bought it. And this is a second handbook if I have not mentioned it. The next book is a new release which released last year. And I consider this as a graphic novel as well. Then I have read a lot of graphic novels, okay? Yeah, that is The Wimpy Kid. The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Deep End. So this released last November, I guess, and I really wanted to read it. Like I have read a little of, not all of them, but two or three, and really loved it. And I knew if I pick a new one, this book is never gonna disappoint me. So this book is by Jeff Kinney, and I really like it, and it's really humorous. So I wanted to try this one as well. The last book, in fact books in this book haul, is what you say, a series, a trilogy. This is the Chaos Walking trilogy. You would have seen the unboxing of it. So the first book is The Knife of Never Letting Go. Second book is The Ask and the Answer. Third book is Monsters of Men, all by Patrick Ness. I have read this trilogy. I really loved it. I don't know how else to say it. I have not heard about these books in the booktube as well as much I wanted to be known. So this book is about follows a boy named Todd. So he lives in a place named Prentice Town where only there are men. The women had died a long time ago, and this place only knows noise, because here everybody can hear each other's thoughts so loud that everybody can get into each other's mind. But one day Todd comes across silence, and then he have to face consequences after. This trilogy is all about Todd's life, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys would also read it. These are all the books that I hauled today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching my video. Meet you guys in my next video. Bye bye.